welcome to a playthrough of Liberty or Death, the American Insurrection. So my brother and I are playing the game, 2 players and 2 bots. I'm playing the Patriots, he's playing the British, and the French and Indians are controlled by bots. So with that, we will jump into the action. All right, so... yeah, it'd be nice if I could free march, but I don't have any units on the board. I don't know why I have so few units on the board.
Lack of mobilization or
I
rallying?
I don't know. It's like so hard to get anything on the board as the Patriots.
I wonder what the bot would do.
What would the bot do here?
Fascinating to look. The event, yeah, you can't. The event, I don't think you'd do the event. Well, event is effective. Patriots have 25 plus pieces on the map.
Yeah, don't.
Otherwise, the resources, nope, the resources are not 0. Rebel cubes plus leader is greater than activist pieces in a space. I don't think so. They would rally, would place a fort. D6 is less than the underground militia on the map. Potentially. Well, while you figure that out, I'm going to go bio break real quick.
All right. I don't think it's going to take me very long, but I'll also get to work on what the French are going to do.
Oh, yeah, it's true. You get the big old double move. All right, figure it out.
I haven't figured out. I was just working on the French, so let me just summarize what the Patriots did. So I spent 3 resources. I mustered in Massachusetts. So I put actually I put 3 militia there. I should have put 4 militia there. And then I flipped one of them to a continental. I put 2 militia in Pennsylvania, and then I put a militia in Savannah. After which I promptly shot your British regulars.
Got it.
Now I was trying to figure out what the French do. One d6 is less than available French regulars. Which is probably what they're going to do, right? Unless they roll a 5 or a 6. Right? Because the sequence of play doesn't prevent them playing the event, but it's not, the event isn't effective because, you know, they can't really,
Right.
they aren't the Patriots, so they can't do anything. Their resources are far greater than 0. They played the Treaty of Alliance, so 1d6 is less than available French regulars. You with me? You agree?
I do. Trying to see Patriots, a faction that represents forces and interests in the people in the colonies who are in rebellion. I'm not sure they're not Patriots, but it doesn't feel like they should be.
But they can't, even so, they can't march into either Georgia or South Carolina anyway. Free march to and free battle in South
You would
Carolina.
think it would just say, why doesn't it just say
I don't know.
U.S.?
Nope, no. Well, it wasn't the United States at that point, at this point in history.
Or American?
So I think they're
There's
gonna. I
Patriot.
think they're gonna muster.
I just don't think the French are it.
So if fewer than 4 French regulars are available, but there's more than that, more than 4 available. So they're not going to muster in the West Indies. Otherwise, muster first in a colony or city with continentals, then elsewhere. So they're going to muster with Washington.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I can't use that to build a fort. All right, then what do they do? Then skirmish in one space with both French and British. So they're going to skirmish. Skirmish.
I would think you'd remove 2 British cubes.
Yeah.
Does it say what you should do in terms of that?
Remove first a British force, then the most British cubes.
Definitely 2. 2 to 1.
Patriots already acted, right? I'm not losing my mind, right? No, of course I'm not.
Yeah.
I hadn't moved them.
You acted while I bio break.
That's
you
right.
Took Savannah.
I hadn't moved the token, so any minute now.
We're down the winter quarters possibility.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So this is an Indian brilliant stroke, isn't it? Treaty Alliance.
Yeah.
French leader is in a space with 4 French regulars. Any player faction is first eligible.
I think it is. I think it is. Not French leader. Indian.
Oh, sorry.
Indian leader's in a space with 3+ war parties. He's only got one war party.
I've been looking at the wrong thing this whole time.
He's only got one war party, so it's not.
I've been looking at the French one.
Yeah, I hear you. So he's only got
not with 3 war parties.
Yeah, he's not. He's not.
All right. So no, he will not play it.
So it's up to the British to choose first then.
Challenge is they only have one resource. Giat. All right, well, got to assume winter quarters is coming at some point here.
You really kind of do. It's kind of weird
I
that,
have a space with one British Continentals.
well, you can do the rest of it, right? If you wanted to.
Yeah, I could. The event, you mean?
Yeah. You know, again, it's, well, never mind. I'm wrong about that. Yeah, I mean, you could do it if you wanted to shift one level towards active support somewhere, right?
Yeah.
You could do it in Boston or Philadelphia.
May not be the dumbest. Where I need to do it is New York, but I don't have any regulars there.
Right.
All right. Mm, It really sucks. I think it matters. What's crazy is I almost feel like I should pass. But I'm gonna if I pass, I'm getting not up next turn.
Nope.
You definitely have both next turn.
Yep.
Who are British? Do we know that? What does it say?
I think it's both years. I'm reasonably certain it's both years.
Tories are British, then I can do that in New York.
Yeah. Oh, good point. Yeah. I think you can. Sorry, I thought you. I just looked at the event, and I thought you had checked and
Yeah,
said it
yeah.
was
So what I
regulars.
should do is do the event. I think I should do the event,
And
flip that to active support, put the two propaganda down. So that pops that up too. Then I think I should so I think I should do this since the Indians are next and do naval
no. Wait,
pressure. So
wait.
that
You just did the event. What are you talking about? Do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
So now the Indians are
Yeah.
going. So they can't play the event. Support is greater than opposition. Gather would place 2+ villages. It wouldn't, because they don't have that many war parties on the board.
1.
Or 1d6
So
is
it's-
greater than available pieces.
Nope.
So 1d6 can't be greater than available pieces. So the answer to that's yes. So they're going to gather.
Yep. Well, hold on. 1d6 could be equal to.
But it
Six
says
of
it's
them
got
there,
it says
right?
it's got to be greater than 1d6. Oh, sorry, wait a
Less
minute.
than available.
Less than available war parties. No, yeah, it can't. Oh, yes, on a 6 they wouldn't do it. I see what you're saying. Sorry. Yep. Okay.
They do. They do a gathering.
They do a gather. So they'll place a village here, right? And that's free.
Free. Then place war parties at villages. First, where enemies, there are none. Oh, yeah, there are here. I've got a militia there. Right?
Sorry, say again?
Here. You've got a militia.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah,
think I'd place a
because
war party there.
there's no place where you're going to place villages. Because every place has got 2 villages
I
at this
placed
point.
my one village that I could do. That
Yeah.
was free. Then I would place a war party at a village first, at villages first where there's
Yep.
enemies, then blah blah blah, and that's it. And then I move on to warpath. This is actually yeah. So I don't think there's a warpath option.
So you're going to trade.
He's underground,
Yep.
right?
Yes,
So
he's
instead
underground.
of a warpath, he's going to trade.
Yep.
And the British say screw you. And they get their one resource.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it.
Okay, 1 second. I just got to look
Right?
something up. Yes, I believe that's it.
Winter quarters. This is it.
Oh, we don't even get to go again?
Nope.
Oh, that's a
Winter
shame.
quarters. Right?
That's a
That-
shame.
that-
Yep. Oh, well. That's a shame because I was going to be able to attack you in Boston. It's a bummer.
According to that, opposition is 6. Does that sound right?
Possibly. Yeah, I don't have much opposition on the board, frankly.
I think the Indians win.
But actually, hang on a second. I
Well,
mean,
this doesn't count, so
Yeah,
I
so
lost the
it's-
2 support for the
yeah,
blockade.
yeah, exactly.
But so we do winter quarters, I think, here.
Up to a certain point, and then we stop. I think we do it up through.
Yeah, I think it's just through right here.
Yeah.
And I think
mean,
so
yeah.
the thing you got to watch out for is support exceeds opposition not by more than 10
Yeah.
yet. So that's not.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see where we land.
Yeah.
So.
Well, what I was trying to figure out is the Indians want it more than 10. The British. So the end game scores are interesting. It says Indians and then the British and then the French and then the Patriots.
Yeah.
I want to figure out how that's calculated. But I think the end game scores are the second thing. So for the Indians, it's their villages.
Yeah, and they're ahead on villages.
This will be interesting. All right, so victory check. Nobody won, right?
Yep, nobody won. Supply, I don't think anybody's got.
Because of that, by the way.
Yep, because of that. Although it still would have been better if it had been in New York City. Would have been more valuable, but whatever. So the French are out of supply, I would think, in Philadelphia, right? I mean, I'm not sure if checking supply really makes difference here.
Um,
Like, I mean,
might.
I understand where it might make a difference in some place where somebody might lose control, but like it seems like anyway, what happens to the
Well,
French?
let's just do it. So the British cubes are in supply if they're in a space with a British fort.
Yeah,
They're
or in a British
or a
controlled
city.
city.
So they're in. So all the British are
Yeah.
in supply, right?
Yep.
The Patriots supply a fort or a colony or city with rebellion control.
Yeah. So Savannah's fine.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
fine.
So you're good.
Yep.
French are in if they're in a space with a fort or a colony with rebellion control. So they are not. They can either move to the nearest space or pay one resource per space.
Let's
So with
just have
19
them
resources.
pay a resource. Yeah, I think they're just going to pay a resource.
The Indians, if no villages on their map, place one village. Nope, Indian in supply if they're in a space with a village. And I think they're all in spaces. With
Yeah,
a
I do too. Now the
So
French
I think
conduct a
that's good.
free battle in the West Indies, but there's nothing there.
Yeah.
So
And
you
then
get
resources. British resources are British forts, which are 3, plus population of non-blockaded. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
yeah, +5
Just
for the West
3
Indies.
plus 6 plus 5, so that's 14.
Yeah. Did you get your fort too?
I got 3 for the forts, 6 for the cities, right?
Okay. And then
And
5.
5.
I mean, it doesn't matter much for you really because you literally can only spend 2.
Right.
Patriots, it matters a lot more, I think. Indians, let's see, sorry, resources. Indians, half the number of villages.
They got 10 on the map, so they get 5.
Right. So the Patriots get 5,
French.
6.
F&I level, population of cities not British controlled, so that's 1, 1. They get 1. Right?
Yep.
Oh, F&I level 2, so 2.
Again, I don't think
F&I
I
level
don't think
plus the 1.
Yeah, I don't think the French supply matters here.
I don't think it does either.
Then British can spend resources to build support.
I can't do it. I can do it here, so
Yep.
we'll obviously do it there.
And Boston.
And I can't do it there because I needed Tories.
Oh, you need Tories to do it?
British regulars and 1 or more Tories.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
That's one of the key things with Tories.
Yeah. You need some local people to
You need
give
local peeps to
give
make
you
it
credibility. So you got 15.
possible. Exactly.
So I can spend 9. So I'm obviously going to spend 2 here. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? I'm not saving them for anything.
Nope.
So opposition is 20.
So bottom line is checking the conditions. The first condition does not matter.
Right. We didn't get 10 or more, right? So nobody wins off their victory match. So then
When the final winter quarter support phase is completed without a victory win, Victory margin for the two factions are added together. Faction with the highest victory total wins.
So I think it's the French. All that support change made a huge difference.
Yeah.
So where is the victory?
Well, I want to.
I know, that's what I want to do. Where is the calculation?
For the two victory conditions.
The merger for the two victory conditions are added together. Okay, so the French, the two victory
Opposition,
conditions.
less support.
So the French, I've got
Opposition, less support. So opposition, less support is.
So technically, so this is, is 3. Okay, but this is wrong. No, because this is not calculating correctly because it can't do Quebec.
Yeah.
Actually, let's do this. We're gonna set Quebec to neutral because then it'll actually be correct. So so the French get 5 for that, and then 1 for casualties. So the French should be at 6.
Is that what it shows? Yep, 6.
6. And then the Patriots get 5. And then, but then they lose, like 1 or 2 for the Indians.
Yep.
So they would be at 3. Yep, they're at 3.
Yep.
And then
the Indians have the 2.
Y'all are the inverse of it.
Yep.
So the upshot of that is that the French bought 1, and I came second.
Yeah, it's the support at the end.
You just had no place you could put extra support at the end.
Well, the British needed to know if they had. So, for instance, if they had 2 more, well, that would have been 1.
Yeah.
4.
Well, what's kind of interesting, what's kind of if that winter quarters had not come up, what I had sort of figured out is that I could march Washington in here. And then the French would trigger the battle for me, which would have given me a chance to would have given me a chance to get a bunch of support. So it could have caused it to end early. The one thing I guarantee you that did really badly in this game, which I have to figure is controlling the Indian villages. Like, I got into a place where I couldn't win the game because, like, the Indian villages were just out of control. And through the entire game, I never did anything about it.
Attack the Indians.
I know, which just seems like it seems hard to find time to do that.
You got to put that aside and just play the game.
Well, I looked, I mean, it's funny because I looked it up and I was like, well, maybe I could move into New York and I could attack Corn Planter instead.
You could have.
No, I couldn't have because it wouldn't have triggered the French attack because the French only attacked the British.
Sorry, you couldn't have with the French. Yeah.
Yeah, the French, I could have marched in there and revealed this, but then the French wouldn't have attacked. Anyway, I'm kind of bummed that winter quarters came out at that point. Yeah, because what the hell happened to that card? Because I had figured out that there is a way to coordinate the Patriots and the French when it comes to battle.
Well, that was interesting.
It only took me until the last move of the game to figure that out. Sadly, that's terrible.
Well, there's a few things. I mean, there's little nuances that are really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think the number one thing that I certainly feel right now is I don't fully grasp all the dynamics. I grasp some of them. I really like early on in the game. I had too many militia like clustered in one spot. There was a whole period of the game where I was like, I had so many militia on the board in one spot. I couldn't put them elsewhere to like rabble rouse and do things, and that was really bad. So I need to spread my militia out more. I definitely think for me, underutilized skirmish. Holy cow. I've got to like use skirmish more.
Well, I think I discovered that garrison, but you need resources. The British.
Yeah, you were always very short on resources.
I was dying for resources. That was killing me. I was passing half the time or
that
doing
last
next to nothing
turn,
with
yeah.
the British. So that's
Meanwhile, the
that's
French are sitting on 20 resources and nothing to do with them.
Well, the Patriots aren't now, but they got 9.
No, they're down to 0. I spent down to 0.
They're down to 0 now, but they had 9. If they hadn't had that much to spend.
Yeah. It hadn't been the last game.
All right.
Well, anyway, super fun. Super fun.
What do we do next?
I don't know. Thanks for joining us for this playthrough of Liberty or Death, the American Insurrection. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, it would be great if you could leave a like and definitely leave comments, especially if you spot stuff that we're doing wrong, but also with things like what other games you might like to see come to the channel. And if you are enjoying the channel, it would be great if you could subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when we produce new content. And we will see you next time on Agility Snips Gaming Table.